Oh, what's going on, my fellow deplorables? Welcome back to the 1776 Report, the #1 channel for exposing the stupidity of the woke left. Donald Trump has been indicted. It's official. They're going after Trump again. This time, though, it is the Biden Department of Justice that is pressing charges on the 45th president of the United States. Now, the Manhattan Alvin Bragg case, that's all political BS. We knew it. It's trash. The case doesn't have any substance, and it's probably going to be thrown out either on its merit or on appeals. It may have to go to appeal, but that case will get thrown out eventually. But now we're talking about a federal case. The Biden Department of Justice is charging the leading candidate in the opposition party. This is stuff you see in third world countries. It is reported that Trump indicted on federal charges related to document handling and obstruction of justice. Okay, I get the obstruction of justice. I can personally see, as somebody who voted for Donald Trump twice and will be definitely voting for him again in the primary and hopefully in the general election, but I can see Trump telling the National Archives, get lost, get out of here. I'm not sending you back these documents. I was president. I declassified them. But how can you charge Trump on handling of these documents? Because Mike Pence had classified documents. He was not charged. President Biden had classified documents. He has yet to be charged. We'll see. I highly doubt it. If I was a betting man, I would put 99.9% chance odds that Biden is never charged with mishandling classified documents. Hillary Rodham Clinton, the email scandal, is 100 times worse than this situation. She deleted, you want to talk about obstruction of justice, Hillary Clinton deleted those emails, bashed cell phones with hammers, used a program called BleachBit to erase these emails. She had a private server in her bathroom to circumvent the way that these classified documents are typically handled. So you want to talk about obstruction of justice? There is no historical precedent to charge somebody with this type of crime. Now, unless Donald Trump was planning to sell these documents to a foreign adversary, which I highly doubt, and if it comes out with substantiated evidence that he did, then I will retract my statements. Otherwise, unless they have that type of evidence, which is highly doubtful, because if they did have it, it would have been leaked by now. They would have leaked it immediately. That rumor that he was planning on giving state secrets away, that is BS. All he did was take documents that he was legally allowed to declassify himself without going through anyone else. He took them home. The National Archives got butthurt, and then the FBI got involved. This is a legitimate witch hunt. Now, Donald Trump's always saying, it's a witch hunt, it's a witch hunt, using his hand gestures. It is literally a witch hunt, and he is responding tonight on Truth Social. Let's take a listen to see what he had to say.
Very sadly, we're a nation in decline, and yet they go after a popular president, a president that got more votes than any sitting president in the history of our country, by far, and did much better the second time in the election than the first. And they go after him on a boxes hoax, just like the Russia hoax, and all of the others. It's been going on for 7 years. They can't stop because it's election interference at the highest level. There's never been anything like what's happened. I'm an innocent man. I'm an innocent person. They had the Mueller hoax, the Mueller report, and that came out. No collusion after 2.5 years. That was set up by Hillary Clinton and Democrats. But this is what they do. This is what they do so well. If they would devote their energies to honesty and integrity, would be a lot better for our country. They could do a lot better. They could do a lot of great things. But when you look at what's happened to our country in the last 3 years, we were energy independent. We had a strong military that wasn't woke. We were doing so well. We were respected all over the world. Got the biggest tax cuts in history, biggest regulation cuts in history. And what do? You have a president where an election was taken, got more votes than any sitting president in history by far, never anything even close. And they come after me because now we're leading in the polls again by a lot, against Biden and against the Republicans by a lot. But we're leading against Biden by a lot, a tremendous amount. And we went up to a level that they figure the way they're going to stop us is by using what's called warfare. And that's what it is. This is warfare for the law. And we can't let it happen. We can't let it happen. Our country is going to hell. And they come after Donald Trump, weaponizing the Justice Department, weaponizing the FBI. We can't let this continue to go on because it's ripping our country to shreds. We have such big problems, and this shouldn't be one of them. It's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax, just like Russia, just like the fake dossier was a hoax. You saw the Durham report. You saw the Mueller report. It was all a big hoax. You had 2 impeachments, and they lost, and we won. And we had tremendous support. But that was a hoax and a scam. And now they're doing it again. It's just a continuation, 7 years, even after I'm out. But it's called election interference. They're trying to destroy a reputation so they can win an election. That's just as bad as doing any of the other things that have been done over the last number of years, and especially during the 2020 election. So I just want to tell you, I'm an innocent man. I did nothing wrong. And we will fight this out just like we've been fighting for 7 years. It would be wonderful if we could devote our full time to making America great again. And that's exactly what we did. But now, again, our country is in decline. We're a failing nation. And this is what they do. I'm an innocent man. We will prove that again. 7 years of proving it. And here we go again. Very unfair. But that's the way it is. I just want to thank everybody. We are doing something very special for our country. We're putting America first. I always put America first. And that's why we were in a position. Unfortunately, that position is no longer valid because they've done such a poor job. But we're in a position where we're going to make America great again. I'm innocent, and we will prove that very, very soundly and hopefully very quickly. Thank you very much.
He's right. He's 100% right. This is lawfare. This is election interference. This is the Biden Department of Justice using the Department of Justice to try to take Donald Trump off of the chessboard. There is no legal precedent to charge Donald Trump. In fact, it's the opposite. Think about the Manhattan case, the Alvin Bragg Manhattan case, paying off Stormy Daniels. Donald Trump is literally the only person in the history of the state of New York to be charged with that crime. And then you move on to the Department of Justice crime. There is actually legal precedent not to charge him in this case. The Hillary Clinton case. James Comey sat there and said, yes, Hillary Clinton did destroy evidence. She did have classified documents, and she bashed cell phones. She used BleachBit to destroy evidence, but no sane prosecutor would bring this case. Also, you have a case regarding Bill Clinton in Arkansas. He took documents after he left the White House. Every single president takes documents. None of them were ever charged. So it is blatantly obvious that Donald Trump is being politically persecuted. They are turning him into Nelson Mandela, literally. And I would be making the same argument if a Republican DOJ was going after a liberal candidate, a Democrat candidate, someone who hadn't really committed crimes, but they were trying to remove them off the chessboard because they were scared of his political prowess. They're scared. Any idiot, any Republicans who are saying, oh, they want to run against Trump in 2024. BS. BS. If that was true, you would tell the Department of Justice not to press charges and just let the Manhattan case play out. Because this may actually hurt him. And Ron DeSantis and the DeSantis campaign better drop out now and endorse Donald Trump. Because if you don't, here's why. Their political agendas are basically the same. Their policies are basically the same. DeSantis runs kind of a MAGA policy agenda, and Donald Trump is MAGA. He was the originator of MAGA, right? So DeSantis is not going to beat Trump on policy. The only way he beats Trump is by benefiting off of stuff like this. So if you do not drop out of the race, you're basically saying that you condone the Biden Department of Justice politically persecuting Donald Trump and trying to remove him off the chessboard. Now, I'm a Trump supporter, but I see it clear as day. DeSantis's team think that if they wait this out, Trump is going to be taken off the board. That is the only way he can win in the primary. That's the only way Mike Pence. These slime balls. Now, I like Ron DeSantis. I think he's done a good job in Florida. But if he does not drop out, that shows you that his aspirations, his own personal aspirations to gain power, are more powerful than his desire to actually help this country. We are in a tough spot. Our economy's in the shitter. We are on the verge of going to war in a war that we don't need to be in. And you're going to try to run against the former president? Why? Your policies are the exact same. Why? Why are you going to do it? Because you think this case is going to take him down. That is ambition, and ambition is dangerous. He's never held a private sector job. He's worked in the military. He's been a congressman. He's now the governor, never held a private sector job, never owned a business, but he's ambitious. And ambition is a scary thing and a dangerous thing. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I think this is lawfare. They are coming after Donald Trump, the leading opposition party candidate, and trying to take him off the chessboard. This is a scary day for America. Love you guys. Hit that like button. Catch you in the next video. Until next time, peace.